Yo, what's going on, guys? KrispyFlakes here. I am so excited. Basketball is back. We are, deep into preseason action, and by that, well, I've watched one game so far, the Lakers and Brooklyn Nets, and yeah, it just really got me pumped today to do a Los Angeles Lakers rebuild, because I was looking at that game, I'm looking at the roster, and there's just so much, potential with this team, but also a billion different ways of how you can handle the situation that is the Los Angeles Lakers, man. So, before we get going on today's video, be sure to drop that like, and of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Check out the second channel, Extra Crispy. All season long, I will be doing NBA highlight reactions over there. I did check out the first preseason game, so yeah, go check that out, man. And let's go ahead and get going on this rebuild. So obviously, when you look at this roster, there's no surprise here that, well, for one, there's a lot of talent. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you are a Lakers hater or a Lakers lover, or you just don't really care. This team has a lot of talent, man. There's a good mix of that veteran leadership, but also, they didn't sacrifice youth either by getting guys like Kendrick Nunn, Malik Monk, and of course, signing THT to a longer extended contract, right, man? So this team, in my opinion, has a really good, solid mix. I think the issue that comes down to things is, for one, maybe the professionalism of some of the older veterans, have that be maybe a DeAndre Jordan, a Rajon Rondo, or even Carmelo Anthony, whose roles on this team are going to be completely different than maybe in years past. But also just who is going to make the cut, because there is choices to be made here, and that's kind of going to be the point of the first season of this rebuild, because obviously a lot of these guys are only signed for 1 year contracts, so even next year this team's going to look completely different. So for this first season, we're not going to do any trades. I'm going to give you guys my version of how exactly I would personally run this team. And yes, so the first thing that I am doing is I'm in agreement with what they were kind of saying about Anthony Davis. I do think it's optimal with this team for him to run the center position. There's no reason why he shouldn't be. I understand maybe not liking it, but man, there's a lot of people that go to their jobs every day and don't like certain roles either. But you just kind of have to do it, right? Especially if you're getting paid. So yeah, Anthony Davis at center, I think just makes sense, man, in today's era of basketball. Not to mention too, just him being able to be that anchor defensively and kind of put a body on Joel Embiid or Jokic or Karl Anthony Towns, guys like that is gonna be extremely important. Now, obviously, offensively speaking, things can be ran completely different, but I think just spacing wise and all that is going to be the right route with this squad. So we're gonna have him at center. I think beyond that, I'm actually pretty good with the positions. So obviously now the big choice is who's going to start at shooting guard. Well, let me show you guys the starting five that I personally want to go with, and I'll explain why. Point guard, obviously Russell Westbrook. I think that 86 overall is extremely disrespectful. Yes, I know the plus minus on the Washington Wizards, him like Bradley Beal, is not great, but to me, overall isn't about team success, it's about individual stats. This man yet again averaged a triple-double. Let's assume he did this last year for the first time, averaged a triple-double. Would he be an 86? No, man. It's called, obviously just storyline fatigue and everything, right? So people just don't care about him getting triple-doubles anymore. So yeah, Russell at point guard, the shooting guard spot. So my choice here is between essentially Malik Monk and Wayne Ellington. And let me explain the difference what you're going to get from both these guys. Wayne Ellington, you are going to get a guy that historically shoots really well from the three-point line. The first preseason game, not really the case, but last year for the Pistons, shot a career high at about 42%. And I think he was shooting 8 shots or something like that a game. It was a pretty high number. So you have that, and that's pretty much what you get. You get that go-to spot-up three-point shooter. With Malik Monk, you get a guy who can shoot threes, but also you get a walking bucket in general. And I think that's extremely important. He shot 40% from three last season, man. But actually probably having his best year too. But with Malik Monk too, I just think it's important defensively speaking. Or I guess when other teams are trying to match up with you defensively, dealing with Wayne Ellington I think is easier than dealing with Malik Monk. Because with Wayne Ellington, it's okay, you just got, watch that corner over there. But you might be able to sag off a little bit because Wayne's only going to shoot threes. With Malik, you don't really know what he's going to do in the ball with his hands, right, man? So I've probably gone on this a little bit too long than needed. But Malik Monk for me is the starting shooting guard. THT, I like him, as a kind of a guy, go-to guy on the bench. So that's kind of my thing with him. Small forward, we got LeBron James. Power forward, I'm cool with Trevor Ariza, just because he is a better defender at this point in his career compared to Carmelo Anthony. And yeah, I mean, Trevor Ariza's still not as good as he once was, but he was fine for Miami last year, I guess. I'm not going to play a ton of minutes, I don't think, but I think starting games and being that spot-up three-point shooter is kind of important, and just giving this team a little element of defense is nice. And then you got Anthony Davis at center. For the bench unit, Dwight Howard, I think, gets the nod as the backup center over DeAndre Jordan. He's just a better player right now. DeAndre Jordan just looks like a third-string center, in my opinion. You got Carmelo Anthony for the offense, kind of run a lot of things through him. You got Kendrick Nunn, and I'm going to go ahead and give these minutes here of Rondo over to THT, who, you know, a 6'4" guy with like a 7'1" wingspan. Hopefully he can kind of up things defensively, because that's actually how he's really going to affect the second unit, is the defense, but also give them something offensively too. Now, obviously, I want to play him, you know, a bit more, you know, a few more minutes. So we're going to be at like, I'm going to say we'll probably get both these guys. I'd like to get them both at like 20 minutes a game if possible. No, 18's probably good. That's completely fine. Ariza at 28's fine. Let's go ahead and rock with, yeah, Malik Monk at about 28 a game. I'm good with that too. Let's get Russell to 34, I suppose. And that should be good there, man. To me, that is the starting five for next NBA season. And I think it works out nicely. And I think this is a team that definitely is going to be contending for the NBA championship. So outside of that, there's not really too many other things that we need to do this first season. It's going to be interesting to see kind of how we operate next season. But let's go ahead. We got the system with 4-star grit and grind. I'm good with that. Not going to switch up on that at all. Let's go to the training real quick here too. And we'll go to the prep hub and the individual training. So Melo is playmaking. That just seems not right. At this point, I still want Melo focusing on offense, man. Like, be a bucket getter. Go out there and get your buckets. Trevor Ariza also not playmaking. Who makes these? Power forward. I want him focusing on the two-way game, you know, knocking down threes, but also playing some defense. So we'll go with two-way for him. Kemba Bazemore, I don't care about. AD, I mean, I think he can probably be like an all-around guy. Like, he can handle the basketball. The dude used to play some point guard in high school. So we'll go all-around for AD. Wayne, offense. THT, would like him focusing, you know, more on the, probably the two-way type of game himself. Dwight, athletic. LeBron James, inside scoring. Come on, man. That's LeBron James all around. Like, come on now. All around. DeAndre, athletic. Malik Monk, offense is good. Kendrick Nunn, offense is good. Russell Westbrook, athletic, you know, using his body to get things done. I think is probably pretty fine. So, yeah, we'll go with that. And, yes, I guess just real quick here, too, we'll make sure the shooting tendencies are good. So that way, you know, the team's operating how we want them to. So we got 95, 90, 90, 70, 55, 65, 70, 45 for Ariza. I'm fine with that. THT, okay. And make sure everybody's shooting threes how we want them to in this, you know, lineup and everything. So 68, 31. I'm going to up AD's three-point shot a little bit, give him like a 40. Russell Westbrook, I'm actually going to take down. I don't love Westbrook's three-point shot. 32%. Like, you want him to take them, obviously. You don't want to put it at like a 0, but I think 35 is probably good. Focus on some other things. Melo, okay. That's all good. Malik Monk shooting a lot of threes. Very nice. THT 36, yeah, that's probably good. Okay, that all looks good there, man. As far as our record for this season, I'm thinking this is probably, if everybody stays healthy and good to go, like a mid-55, you know, mid-50s type of team, right? So let's go ahead, man, simulate this first NBA season and see how this new look Lakers team can do. Okay, so we are at the end of the regular season. No surprises here, guys. First in the Western Conference, one more game here against the Nuggets, and we are a 64-win team. So yeah, obviously in real life, the Lakers are going to have a lot more like load management and, you know, I want to say injuries, but guys taking nights off and everything. So that's probably like best case scenario. Everybody playing every game, every night, you know, playing like their old selves too. So simulate through date and finish with a L on the season, of course. So we do got LeBron James at the age of 70 winning another MVP award, man. 29, 9, and 11. That's awesome to see. We got Cade Cunningham rookie video. What a great video so far. Okay, it just got worse. Giannis is defensive player, Wendell Carter most improved, and Frank Vogel is coach of the year, and Cody Toole always being such a damn tool, man. Executive of the year. Okay, All NBA first, All NBA second, and All NBA third. So Anthony Davis did not make it as a center. Vucevic had a better season at the center position than he did. He did make all defensive second team, so I guess I'm good with that. But yes, so we are first in the conference. We don't know who we're playing yet. Let's go to these player stats on the season and just kind of see how everybody did for us. So we got LeBron, we know his stat line. Russell at 21, 11, and 10. So still averaging that near triple-double, very close to it, man. Really good efficiency at 51% field goal percentage and about 32% from three off, you know, about 3 or 4 attempts per game, which sounds okay. Then Anthony Davis kind of became like the third option on this team here, man. So I don't really know how I feel about that. But yeah, 18 and 9, like we all know AD's way more capable than that. But okay, it is what it is. Malik Monk as the starter at 12 points, shooting about 40% field goal efficiency and 36% from 3. That's fine. Melo nice off the bench with Kendrick Nunn, both averaging at about 10 points per game. Same with THT. Dwight Howard doing his thing out there. Trevor Ariza utilized, you know, very smallly out there. Smallly, that's the word, right? Yeah, so who's this? Michael Daniels. How did you get that jersey, man? Who you steal that from, man? I know you were not on the team earlier. Okay, let's go ahead and get to these playoffs and see how we actually do, though. As far as, like, shortening the rotation for the playoffs, because at this point, it's like, okay, do I want to go with, like, Kendrick Nunn? Yeah, I don't know what Wayne's doing right there, man. Okay, my bad. I don't think that affected anything, but there he was. Do I want to go with Kendrick Nunn, or do I want to go with playoff Rondo? You know, for a little extra veteran leadership, because Nunn's still 79 overall. He had a really good season, so I don't think I'm going to, like, take away his minutes just because, you know, Rondo's on the team. Let's go ahead, man, and simulate the play-in. So we do have the Phoenix Suns in the first round of the playoffs. Okay, beautiful. Chris Paul against the Lakers. So let's go ahead, simulate round, see how this goes. And, ooh, man! Oh, 2K! 2K! 2K, 1K, 0.5K, negative 69K. Bro, you just had my 64 win team Lakers lose 4-2 in the first round to the 8th seed. I don't care if it's the Phoenix Suns. That's not my fault you all underrate them. Then you had us lose to them, though. Come on now, man. Oh, that's horrible. Wow. Yeah, we just lost. So, okay, man. Ooh, not great. Utah Jazz. Hey, you know, good for the Jazz win the NBA championship. Rudy Gobert over Donovan Mitchell's finals MVP. Okay, man. So at this point, the whole dynamic of this rebuild changes because we're not getting all those guys back. That's for damn sure. So Carmelo's like, I'm done. I'm done, bitches. Like, I can't do this no more. So he has retired from the team. Marc Gasol's gone. PJ Tucker's gone. Okay. I think Marc Gasol's already officially gone anyway. Okay, man. So let's go to the draft lottery. I don't think we have any of these draft picks, but okay, so LeBron's coming off an MVP season. You know, Russell's still sticking around. Anthony Davis is still sticking around. So, yeah, now at this point, it's like, okay, who are we going to put around these guys again? I'm thinking probably a smaller rotation. It'd be nice to get some more minimum contracts. I don't really care about the NBA draft for this rebuild because that rookie's not going to help us no matter who it is. So, yeah, we don't got no picks anyway. Team player options. So, Westbrook actually. Oh, he did accept. I'm actually kind of okay with that. I didn't want to go through, like, having to try to get Russell Westbrook back. Kendrick Nunn actually declined his $5 million. Well, I would actually like to get him back if the offer's right, but not... Goodbye, Michael. Not necessarily. We don't really need Nunn back, though, right? So, okay, at this point, do we have any bird rights on anybody? We do have him in Kendrick Nunn for about $10 million. You know what? I would say he probably actually deserves... I'm going to give him a 3-year, $8 million deal. Give him that extra year so if he signs up for that. So, yes, he agrees to that. That's fine. Let's get out of the moratorium period so we got to mess around here. Okay, so money-wise, I don't think we have too much. We really don't. So we got to find guys that are going to fit in. Maxi Kleber actually makes a bit of sense at the power forward spot. You know, can play some defense, I believe. It can knock down the three. So let's go ahead and get ourselves Maxi Kleber on the team. Give him a solid little contract here. Hopefully he signs up for this. There we go. Signs that. Langston Galloway, we got... Oh, boy. Not too much to work with here, man. At this point, we gotta go with just dudes that are, like, best available. Give me Dieng, I guess. Oh, my goodness. Definitely gotta make some trades here, man. I don't think we can even afford to get Malik back on the team. Yeah, we don't have rights to him, so Malik Monk's not coming back. We just simply can't afford him. Definitely gonna have to make some trades, because this free agency ain't really it. I definitely don't want Myers Leonard on the team. Langston Galloway. Oh, boy. Looks like he was in the G League kind of chilling. Oh, I'm stressed now. Our team's just not going to be as good. Give me a deep dish-ish, I suppose. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season, kind of see what we have, and see if we can pull off something big. Okay, so at this point, this is what the team's looking like. I did actually forget I had THT, so I feel actually way better about that, and DeAndre actually has an extra year in his contract too, so... Yes, he can just be the backup center probably, or maybe a trade chip, not really sure yet. But instantly what we are doing is we are putting THT as the starting shooting guard for this team. It's time to break him out a little bit more here. I'm completely fine with that unless some sort of trade goes down. But, oh, he actually goes down at the shooting guard spot, unfortunately. But, yeah, we'll put him right there, and that should be good. So I'm happy about that at least. Starting five actually looks pretty solid. It looks pretty solid. So... maybe we can pull off some sort of like big trade to get somebody else over here, but not too sure because we don't really got like the salaries to match either. Let's try a trade of DeAndre Jordan. Let's talk. Yeah, we don't really got anything to like toss in, man. Like, I guess DeAndre and like a whole bunch of picks, and maybe a team will bite on that. We can get like another star out in here. Don't really know, man. 2 first-round picks. Cause I'd rather trade like DeAndre and these 2 first-round picks to get like, you know, 2 really good role players or something like that. So Enes and Furkan, not the worst, honestly. Caruso. We got Peyton Pritchard, Dennis Schroeder. Okay, I could kind of roll maybe with something like that. Reggie Jackson, Mason Plumlee. Okay, Bobby Portis would be interesting. I actually really like the idea of Bobby Portis on the team. Plus getting Chuma Okeke out of it gives us a good young prospect at least. Sekou Doumbouya. We got Joe Ingles, Jermichael. Okay. So not like the greatest trades, but there's something. I think I am going to go ahead and go with this trade and get Bobby Portis. Just because, you know, he signed up on a pretty good contract. He's only 27. Getting Okeke out of it makes it worth it. Let's go ahead and do this one. I like that a lot. That just gives a little extra something off the bench. And, yeah, I actually really like this for a bench rotation. Because Okeke's he's like 6'6". So, yeah, he can play the power forward or small forward position. None can play the 2 or the point guard spots. And Bobby Portis can play multiple positions too. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be a pretty heavy season for the starting 5. But we're kind of going all in again, man. Like, we kind of have to, right? So, we'll get Okeke at about 20 minutes a game. That should be fine. Okay, I like this team. This team works. This team works. I still don't know if I love THT as the starting shooting guard next to Russell Westbrook. I was kind of hoping to put him into the lineup next season. So maybe real quick here, let's hit up free agency. I don't think free agency really has probably anybody to. Oh damn. Yo, anybody want to sign for like a small deal or something? Come on now, man. Yo, Zeller wants $7 million. I don't really need Zeller. We really don't have the money to get anybody back. Is there anybody willing to sign for a cheap ass contract? Rubio at about 3.76, okay? Looking for a shooting guard, man. Looking for a shooting guard, probably. Oh, D'Anthony Melton would actually be super nice on this team. Yeah, we can't afford him, can we? That's as much as we can give him. Come on, man. He declined the offer. Okay, well, that's probably fair. Let's go to the expected real quick here. I'm probably overthinking this a little bit too much. But, you know, I'm trying to get, like, some good dudes on the team. So, who is the highest player we can get for this contract amount? Okay, yeah, it's going to be all the lower guys. So, yeah, that's not great. Alrighty, I think I'm good to go. Got to work with what we got this season. Let's go ahead and simulate the second season, man, and see what happens. Okay, so we are heading into Christmas, and we're not the greatest team. I'm definitely not feeling championship, which obviously needs to be the goal here, man. I think it's maybe time to see what we could get for the expiring contract of Russell Westbrook, who's going to be asking for a pretty large contract after the season, and I did not plan on bringing back anyway. We have Kendrick Nunn that could be a scorer for this team. If we can flip Russell Westbrook for something pretty decent, like I said, it's an expiring deal, so I think you know, certain teams out there would actually be okay with taking him on. I think it's probably our best bet, man. So we're gonna do a trade Russell Westbrook, and we're gonna toss in, you know, a first round pick yet again. You know, take on the 1-year contract and see what's offered up here. Here we got Lonzo Ball and DeMar DeRozan. We got to go up THT. I don't want to do that. Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart. Okay. We got Buddy Hield, Kyle Lowry, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington. Once again, don't want to give on THT. Rudy Gobert. Yo, I could just get Rudy Gobert. And we could just, like, have AD at power forward and just have the best, like, defensive team of all time. I'm actually kind of feeling that, man. I'm kind of feeling that a little bit. Plus, like, realistically speaking, you know, the Jazz aren't, well, I guess, no, they won the championship last season. He was finals MVP. Yeah, okay, never mind. We got De'Aaron Fox, Julius Randle, Evan Fournier, Kristaps Porzingis, Malcolm Brogdon, Miles Turner, Brandon Ingram, Wendell Carter. So, obviously, some really good trades here. I'm trying to do one that's, like, somewhat kind of realistic. And none of these are really speaking to me realistic-wise. Huh. Yeah, they're really not. I mean, because, like, the Pelicans are not going to give up, like, a 25-year-old Brandon Ingram for Russell Westbrook for one season. That's, I mean, getting the picks kind of helps, I guess. Oh, man. I think we just kind of have to go and finish up this season and make our choices for the next offseason, man. I really think that's probably the only route to go. Okay, so once I put Russell Westbrook on the trade block, he's like, yo, Crispy, we ain't doing this, man. This team actually ended up balling out and getting first in the conference, second in the power ranking, which is kind of how the Lakers are going to be anyway. Just kind of like, you know, seeing, you know, I guess what's like the best way to like put it? Like, they're going to try, obviously, but probably not going to go 100% until, like, later in the season, in the playoffs. So we got one more game here against the Clippers. We're a 51-win team, simulate through date, and finish with a W on the season. Luka as MVP. Here's the rest of the stats for you guys. See, we got THT as most improved. Love seeing that. All-NBA first, we got Russell and LeBron making that. Yeah, Russell was like, yo, Crispy, I'm done with you, man. And then we got no Anthony Davis yet again. Maybe I should put him back to power forward. I don't really know. But we are first in the conference, so I'm happy. Let's go to the player stats on the season. And yes, we got LeBron at 26, 10, and 9. We got Russell at 23, 10, and 9. AD actually up in the scoring. THT was pretty nice. And the rest of the units were pretty dang. Henry Ellenson? Bro, ain't nobody invited you here, man. Come on now. Okay, out of curiosity, I do want to see his split stats. I want to see how he did after Christmas, because that's when I decided to trade him, which I know is just a video game, doesn't actually matter, but still, I'm just wondering. So December, okay, he actually got worse. He actually lost confidence. Maybe he pulled things back a little bit. Let's go with that. He didn't get worse. He just relied on his teammates more. Alrighty, so we got the playing tournament. So we do have the Minnesota T-Wolves in the first round. I think they're beatable. Let's go ahead and simulate the round here. And come on, man. Come on. Okay, we got him 4 games to 1. Happy about that. Closeout game 27 for LeBron James. We got D'Lo with dropping the 22. Same with Ant-Man. Next up, we got Memphis. Simulate round. Okay, 7-game series. Made me sweat a little bit, but we're all good, all things considered. 39 for LeBron. 33 for Colin Sexton on the Grizzlies. I actually kind of like that for a backcourt. That actually kind of works. Next up, we do have the Pelicans. Damn Pelicans. Always get me in this game. Simulate round. And we lost in the Western Conference Finals to Zion's 42 and the Pelicans. Okay, here, man. So, this might be a little bit of a longer rebuild, because I do want to do another season, because at this point now, it's like Westbrook's contract is up. Please don't retire, LeBron. Okay, LeBron did not retire. We got a whole bunch of other guys retiring, though. So, yeah, man, now this is kind of like the final stand, the last stand of LeBron, because he's probably going to be retiring pretty dang soon here. So let's go ahead and go just straight to the rookie signings. Don't care about the draft, because we've been trading draft picks and everything. And, yes, so we end up getting this dude. Let's get him. Why not? Team player options. THT declined. I'm actually kind of sad about that. We're going to accept Chuma Okeke. Qualifying offers. Y'all can walk. Free agency. So, where's Westbrook then? Oh, he's just a free agent, right? Yeah, he's just a free agent. So, LeBron, definitely got to re-sign him back. We do not have bird rights on Russell. So, yeah, let's get LeBron's contract first. You know, 1-year deal that, you know, I mean, right? Like, you have to do that, right? You have to give him the max contract. That's just, I understand. Well, what's he asking for? He's asking for about $41 million. So, yeah, that's definitely not going to get LeBron back. I'm not going to risk it. I'm going to give him 45. I'm going to give him 45, and he agrees to that. Okay, so we got LeBron on the team. Let's get out of moratorium period. We should have money freed up from Russell Westbrook's contract. And there we go. So, at this point, also got to get THT back. I'm thinking Russell, the best route is to play it safe and do sign and trade this time around. Like, we'll assume that he goes to a different team. We're going to do a sign and trade type of thing. I just think that makes the most sense. So we'll do this. Get him signed up through a 3-year deal. Let's also get THT back on the team. Don't want to risk nothing here. And come on, man. All right, both those guys are back. Very nice. And outside of that, oh, let's get Gallinari on a cheap contract. That just makes sense. He's got to be what? How old is he? 34? Okay, he can still knock down the 3. That's fine. KCP, I mean, you know, he plays defense. He knows the Lakers team, so we'll get KCP on a nice little contract here too. Okay. And, yes. Ooh, Toscano's actually not a bad little signing. Yeah, there we go. And centers, Dwight Powell, just to have him, you know, an extra body on the team. Let's go ahead and simulate to begin the regular season. We'll get some Westbrook trades. Okay, so here we go, man. LeBron's down to a 93, so the age is kind of catching up with him a little bit. He has a no trade clause, obviously, so we're not trading LeBron. So yeah, Russell Westbrook, let's give him up in a deal. The bench is actually looking pretty good. I'm not too worried about that. We'll talk some Kleber because we got Gallinari now for a kind of a replacement there, for lack of a better word. So yeah, we got Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons for Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's down to an 83 overall. And we get Jaden Spring out of it too, which kind of gives us that, you know, youthful player on the team. Colin Sexton, Devontae Graham, not bad. Lonzo Ball, Thomas Bryant, CJ, Jonas Valanciunas. We got Klay Thompson. I would love to actually see Klay play with LeBron. I really would. De'Aaron Fox, that's obviously not going to happen. Julius Randle, Clint Capella, Isaiah Stu, okay, Pascal, Mikal, Scuda, and Dinwiddie. Okay, so Klay Thompson's 33. He's on Charlotte, too. So, you know, it's not like he's on the Warriors. It's not like we're taking Klay away from the Warriors. Let's do this trade. Russell can, you know, ball out with LaMelo, and we get one of the greatest shooters of all time in Klay Thompson, who I believe is from California, isn't he? So there we go. That's a nice little story for everybody. So we'll do that. Chuma is the starting 4. I actually don't mind. THT back to the bench for now. Okay. Do I want maybe? And I actually kind of like Kendrick Nunn as the starting point guard, but I might see what else is available just to kind of see. Let's do it. Yeah, let's do Nunn and Gallinari and another first round pick, because why not, man? Why not? Just see what's offered up here. We got Oladipo, Payton, Pritchard. Pretty solid trade. Would like to get, we got Monte. Very smart point guard. Okay, you know what? I'm good with Kendrick. We're okay with that. So our starting five, do I want to start Okiki? Or do I want to go with, because Bobby Portis listed as a center. So yeah, that's probably just good to have. Let's take away Toscano's minutes and give those to Gallo. Or I guess give Gallo minutes, I should say. TH, you got to be playing a lot more. Right up there with TH. Or I'm sorry, with Bobby. You right there. You right there. Okay, that's good. We don't have much for a backup point guard this season. So we're going to have to kind of get unique with that. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do there is I'm going to put LeBron as secondary point guard. Let's do that. Or do I want to actually try running him at the point guard spot this year? And really just running everything through LeBron for like this final like season. Okay, he's already secondary point guard, so that's fine. So he's gonna play a lot. I don't know, man. I'm really like trying to like think this all through. Do I think this is the championship team? Okiki. How's his defense? Oh, he's actually pretty good perimeter. You know, Okiki actually works, man. Okay. I'm good with Okiki. Okiki, you can stay. I don't like saying Okiki for some reason. Let's simulate this final season, this rebuild, man. See what happens. You know what, guys? I'm making an executive decision. I am going to go with point guard LeBron this season. I want to try it out. Secondary small forward, and then that's going to allow us to have, you know, Kendrick off the bench, which I like him in that role better. So we're going to do that. And then THT is going to go as the starting small forward, and hopefully he can help things defensively. And that should be okay here, man. So, yes, that should be our rotation for the rest of this season. Let's rock it out with this. Okay, so we're at the end of the regular season. Point guard LeBron, guys, is putting the team on his back. If he wins MVP, I'm going to go crazy, man. Simulate through date and finish the W on the season. And, well, I'm not going to go crazy. But damn, LeBron James! How old is this man? He got to be 39, guys, averaging 27, 11, and 10. That is insane. We got Victor as Rookie of the Year. De'Aaron Fox, I don't like that. Come on now, Brooklyn. What y'all doing, man? Putting that man as a sixth man. We got Sengun as most improved, so that's pretty cool to see. So LeBron All-NBA first. We got All-NBA second and All-NBA third, looking like that. There's all the stats, guys. So yeah, man. Yeah, we're first in the conference, which has not really helped us in this video at all because we keep on getting, you know, destroyed by lower seeds. But it is what it is. So let's go to these player stats on the season. So we know LeBron's stat line. AD. He's 31. I guess he is 31. How is he? At 21, 10, and 4. We got Clay at about 20, so that's nice to see. THT was good. Everybody else was really nice. Nothing really to say about it, man. Like, everybody balled out. So, I am wondering, because LeBron, we got him playing like 40 minutes a game. He's playing a lot. So, 40 minutes a game. So, I can't really, like, tighten up the rotation even more. I think we're probably good with our current rotation. So, let's go ahead, simulate the play-in, man. And we got the Denver Nuggets in the first round. Simulate round. Come on, 2K, man. Don't do this to me, man. Come on, man. Okay, we got them 4 games to 1. All right, 40 and 15 for LeBron James. Next up, we got Portland. Damian Lillard, probably still on the team. Simulate rounds. And, okay, we got them 4 games to 0. Bro, Damian, you even got Paul George playing with Damian. All right. Well, goodbye to the both of you this time. That was mean. Next up, we got the Pelicans. Pelicans always get me, man. Simulate rounds. Hey, okay, we beat the Pelicans, and we got the Nets in the NBA Finals, who are also the #1 seed, and they also got 6-man De'Aaron Fox, so, oh, man, okay, here we go, simulate rounds, 7-game series, Los Angeles Lakers, 3rd season NBA champions, LeBron James win Finals MVP, and sails off into the sunset. What a beautiful story here, man. What a beautiful story. I'm sure actual Laker fans probably would have preferred I won some more championships in this, but we ended up getting one of them. And, you know, Klay Thompson I thought was a pretty cool sign to get later on down the road like it was. So that's all we got for the video, man. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace out, my friends.